Welcome back to the channel. Going to be looking at Mission 76, the June 2021 Battle Box. If you happen to be new to my channel, normally I throw the overhead rig up, but there's a couple of big items in this one, and it was just easier to just do it this way. So, Battle Box. You get the mission brief, tells you a little bit about each of the items and what their value is. Battle Box is broken up into 4 tiers. A basic, the advanced, the pro, and my favorite, the pro plus. Because there's always something sharp and sticky in there. As in, pointy. First up, this month in the basic box is the Lord & Field leather koozie. Your cup koozie. Not your typical cup koozie, because this one is leather lined. They say this has a value of $24, and I don't even care what else is in the description, because what you guys want to know is, does it actually do what it's supposed to do? Well, there you go. Bent paddle classic. Oh yeah, just look at that. As full disclosure, I was going to demonstrate how this thing works with a Mickey's Big Mouth grenade, but the grenade is actually bigger than the opening here. So yeah, oh yeah, it's got the little design on the back, and this will keep all the heat transferring from my grubby little mitts to this nice and cold beer. I don't know where you are right now, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're on your way to bed. You can disregard some of the happiness that's about to take place right here. But where you are, one of my friends in Arizona, California, Texas, and you're wondering why your flesh is even staying on the bones, this is what this is all about. Yeah. That's nice and cold. Let's see if it stays that way. Right there. Next up is the Crud Cloth Shower in a Bag. This is kind of a cool idea. Obviously, in this particular case, it'd be nice if you're going on some kind of trip, or maybe you keep your bug out bag, or you have your setup at the house here in case something happens. More common for me, and even at that, not extremely common, would be to lose electricity over running water, but you never know what your circumstances is. They had, I want to say they had a few different choices you might have received. This one is the citrus, and I'm not gonna demonstrate it because it's actually gonna go into a bug out bag. But it's a tear it. It's got the you can reseal it. So basically, it's a great big rag that already has a little wash and liquid on it. And when you're done, you could put it right back into the bag. In theory, if you're one of these people like John Solar, you could probably wash it. Add a little something to it, put a little water back in the bag and zip it back up and get another use out of it. 99% of people are not John Solar, though. 99.99 actually. And I see from the back here that this is proudly made right here in my own state of Minnesota. Oh yeah, there's I guess they have 5 total. Well, technically, I guess they have 4 scents, and the last one being unscented. Is unscented a scent? So they have peppermint, tea tree, lavender, and unscented. And I think I'd either go with citrus, or they could have gone with scotch and some more, but that's it. That's that guy. That has a value of $4.90, just $4 even. Next up in the basic box, and I personally think it's always a It's always a cool month when Battlebox hooks you up with 2 knives, which is the case this month. This is the Ganzo Firebird 7601. And if you are not familiar with the Ganzo knives, I would say you're getting a middle-of-the-road knife at the bottom-of-the-road price. I love the Ganzo knives. I think they're very well made. And this particular one has the lock mechanism right here. So like if you practice, you can just pull back on the lock and then flip it right open. And give you a close-up of that guy. Let me look at some of the stats here. Let's see. They talk about how they got together with Ganzo knives a few years ago. This one is actually 440C stainless. It's got the G10 scales. Overall, let's see, blade length is 3.42. Overall is 8.7. So it's a fairly beefy knife for a pocket folder. It has a decent weight to it. Again, that lock mechanism. And trust me when I say, with how it is sharpened and how most of them are, make sure that your fingers are out of the way when you do that, because I've had it happen more than once where it made contact. And the pocket clip is set so that you get a nice low ride out of it. Lanyard hole. This particular clip is not reversible or movable, so it is where it is, tipped down. And blade centering is really good. I know some of you really get into that. I guess I don't know how it turns into a real factor until every time it closes it makes contact with the inside of its own frame. But again, very sharp. Just a little bit of jimping up there. The thumb studs on both sides. Nice knife. A very nice knife, and it comes with a little pocket. I think more or less a presentation thing. If you're going to give this knife away, you have a little something, or maybe you keep them in your collection this way. The Ganzo Firebird 7601, and has a retail of $26. So again, I personally believe you are getting a lot of knife for $26. And that is the basic box. So if you got the basic box, that's what you would receive this month. If you signed up for the advanced box, you'd get those items plus one item this month. And what do they say about this? It's the Normatic vacuum bag, 2.0 XL. A lot of the vacuum bags, at least I've actually never seen one entirely this style. What it has is a great big, like the zipper bag style closure on it. And what you basically are going to do is, if you're getting ready to, pack up and head out or whatever, and you're really good like I am, and you're fold your stuff that you're taking along. I mean, you may have your hairy-chested nipple shirt. That's always an important thing to make sure I always have with me. Yeah, that one. So packing up stuff to maybe go out for the weekend. Gonna do a little partying, so I got my beer shirt. And then you never know what you might run across. So I always like bring a Noid with me. When that Noid isn't available, Joey Cuz usually goes with, because he's really annoying, or annoyed. So get the zipper closed up on it, and then you have this valve right here. You can open up that valve and take all of the air out of this bag. It does have a means where you can click this together and pull it if you want to be able to roll it up and pull it together. It'll give it some time where it's pushing more of the air out. And then once you close that valve, see, I could spend a lot more time flattening this and getting even more air out of it, but you can see it keeps going back to its vacuum state. And I understand that Joey Cuz would have some life hacks on this on how to get even more air out of it, but I'll leave that completely up to him. So that is the Normatic Vacuum Bag 2.0 XL, and that would, if you just wanted to go pick one of those up, would run you $44.99. And like I said, you got the like this on here, and it just gives you the ability, you can pull this down a little bit more, and like I said, you can spend more time getting that thing down so that you're going to take up less space, maybe in some luggage or in your trunk or your car. And that's the Advanced box. Now we step up to the Pro box, and you would get everything I've showed you so far, plus one item this month. And this is very nicely made. Nice leather Lord & Field leather duffel bag. 23 by 12 by 9. You have your big main center compartment. Each side has its own zippered compartment, giving you roughly 2.5 inches or so by the dimensions of the bag on each side. It has another pocket up front here. Put more stuff in. I don't know who supplies Lord & Field outfitters here with their leather, but it's a fairly thick yet supple. It's a fairly supple leather, but it's definitely a nice sized bag. Shoulder strap, carry handles. I'm not usually one that gets all emotional over a duffel bag, but that's a pretty decent one right there. And that is an $89.99 value. And that's the Pro box. Now, if you step up to the Pro Plus, which most time if you do the math, the price of these boxes is either very close to the price of the whatever the Pro Plus item is, or relatively close. And this month is another awesome one. It is the Fox Edge FE250. Fox Edge knives. There's been several offerings from them, and of course I don't have that in the box. I usually goof around with this stuff as much as I possibly can before I finally get around to doing a video for you guys. And I've had this on me since I opened this box well over a week and a half ago. The FE250 from Fox Edge Knives. This is a an all business folder. It is a if you're looking for a dainty pocket carry knife, this one is probably not going to appeal to you. If you want if you want a knife in your hands, Joey, that feels like you have something there, this is a knife that you are very much going to enjoy. Nice solid frame, beefy G10 scales, that blade, fox edge, and this is a VG, the VG10 steel on this guy. Glass breaker, or the last thing that guy will remember. A big, beefy pocket clip. I know, I've personally seen some guys that review knives and they're like going, oh, and it's got a big, beefy pocket clip, and they pull it out to about here. If I have any complaint about this this knife as of this moment in time, when I go to put it back in my pocket, I have to hold on to it like this and allow my as it starts to go into my pants, I kind of have my pull out on that pocket clip, because it will not just slip down over the material because of how beefy that guy is. And also centered nice and low. It is reversible. Only for tip down carry. I know some people are not a fan of the extra jimping all the way across there, but it goes almost half of the blade there, and then there's a little bit more back here, and that actually is fairly aggressive. That little insert right there. For you stats people, it is a 3.74. I'm just going to round up. 3 3/4 inch blade. Overall, it is 8.54. Weighs 6.7 ounces. Again, you could probably do almost as much damage with this if you threw it at somebody not open. Black Cerakote finish, G10 scales, stainless steel locking liner, and the designer is Boris Manov, some Russian guy. And this has a value of $159, and it definitely has a beautifully sweet action. I can always tell because a lot of times I just like to grab them and just who even cares about that little flipper right there? Yeah, that thing works awesome too, but sharp, very, like the Fox knives are. And that there, my friends, is the Pro Plus knife of the month this month, the FE 250 from Fox Edge Knives. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And as always, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and the little bell is rung to get future videos from me. And stick around for the up-close slideshow of all the products this month. And a big thank you to Battlbox for putting together another awesome month. As I always say, for me, I judge it on when I look at each of the items and I know immediately where I want to put that or what I want to do with it. And this month is I may not get the duffel bag Ms. Bomey already said that is one of the nicest leather duffel bags I have seen. What are you planning on doing with it? Well, I really wanted you to have it. So, cheers guys, and we'll see you on the next one.